flawed Filip Hrgovic, who can psychologically untangle in fights, but we know he does have real power and the ability, and maybe fresher at 32 than Joyce. But Joyce lighter on the scales, last night in better shape. He's had a longer camp. It's a curious one, but a fascinating one.
It really is, and the word you use there is probably spot on, vulnerable. At 39 now, Joyce, and it's just the lack of hand speed and just the lack of defense at times. But Hrgovic, he's quick, he's accurate, works well behind the lead hand, very dangerous with the right, who can land that big, heavy shot first.
Well, that's the truth of it is, Hrgovic can punch. Joyce has a fantastic chin, but he hasn't been holding up great lately. Can he still take that shot? If he can, then he might break to Hrgovic's half. If he can't, he's going to be in trouble.
3 right hands in a row from Filip Hrgovic. I think the game plan is to try and hurt Joyce early, see what that punch resistance is all about at this stage. Zhilei Zhang undid him a couple of times. He was down against Derek Chisora in what was a really good fight.
That's the sort of shot that's going to trouble Joyce. If Joyce can see the shot, he can brace for it, I think he's fine, even if it is a heavy shot. Those Zhang shots are really fast, accurate shots that he didn't really see.
Yeah, and I think that was the case with Dubois. He was able to see the right hands coming, wasn't he? Don't get me wrong, he got caught with an awful lot, but... Oh, there's another right hand gone in there. He's shifted the few already now, Joyce.
Hrgovic's hand speed, too much for Joyce in this first round, and that's one round the sort of side, back of the head. He does that, Hrgovic. There's a little bit of blood in there as well. Some damage around the left eye of Joyce already, some puffiness, and no feeling out process. Filip Hrgovic going to work with these heavy right hands, but he is cut.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He looks very dangerous. He's throwing the left hook and finishing with a right hand. Yeah, he's definitely cut around that left eye.
Body shot from Joyce.
Yeah, but a nice left hook counter. Good right hand there from Hrgovic. Then he retreated.
Really good start to this one. Lively, unpredictable, gun-slinging in the last chance saloon. Hrgovic and Joyce.
They're trying to lean on that back foot there. Joyce, I'm not sure if that's the right idea though, because he's just not quick enough to get out of the way.
Misses wildly with that right hand. Joyce trying to get the jab going. That chin was his friend early in his career, Joyce, but looking more open now and slower. What a first round. Hrgovic looks a little bit tired as he goes back to his corner. They put a lot into that.
One of this. Deep breaths. All right?
Yeah.
How you feel?
Good.
Beautiful, okay? Nice. There was one little switch up in that round where you controlled the jab.
Nie bonus, zobaczą. Możesz go završiti, dobro? Možeš ga završiti easy. Samo pametno. Znači, ne primat više na ovo, okej? Možeš da to... Okay?
Don't worry about this. I got this, okay? Don't you worry about that. You just keep working.
10 seconds, corners!
Abel Sanchez, venerable trainer in the corner of Filip Hrgovic, who's cut on the left eye.
Round 2.
But he did get through, detonated a few punches on Joyce, who comes out for this second round with his career in the balance, really so popular over the years. But what is left in the juggernaut? White and black trunks and the Croatian colours of the 32-year-old Filip Hrgovic in fight number 19. Joyce in his 20th professional fight. Will it be the last one for the loser?
That's typical Joyce fight, really, isn't it? He should be about 15 right hands have bounced off his head and he hasn't blinked.
So it wasn't the best standard of boxing I've seen in that opening round. I'd like to see a bit more know-how from both. Certainly Hrgovic get behind the jab.
It's very sloppy for a silver and bronze medalist from the Olympics in Rio.
But in this weight category, you know, like the power gets you through so many fights, and the options.
They have met before, back in 2013. But now, Filip Hrgovic firing off these right hands, and Joyce shakes his head and says, come on then. I can walk through that, can he?
He's just leaning back on the right hand, taking a bit of the sting out of the shot. But still, you don't want to be taking those right hands off Filip Hrgovic.
The cut opens again, and Hrgovic, there's a lot of work to do. It's early in the fight for a nasty injury like that.
He's missing with the jab upstairs, Hrgovic. He needs to poke that shot into the body, then look for the right hand after upstairs.
That eye's a problem, Barry. There's blood seeping down.
Yeah, but he's used to cuts, isn't he? He gets cut way too often. Obviously, in the Dubois fight's a notable one where it did affect his vision, did affect his rhythm.
Yep, stopped. Well, officially because of cuts, but Daniel Dubois really broke his heart. Hrgovic was on top first 3 rounds, but Dubois was brilliant. And this is, well, it's a shootout, isn't it? And it's a slow one, to be honest.
But the worry for Hrgovic is he's landing with the shots that cause anyone problems. But if he's not having the effect, like against Daniel Dubois, will he start to panic? Will he start to tire very quickly?
Bit of a spring in Joe Joyce's step here in the second round. Hrgovic, remember, came in late to this, so how fit is he?
Right, look, you test it by putting the pressure with that front foot on Hrgovic. Force him back. He's so much better on the front foot. Less effective on the back foot is Hrgovic. Doesn't like to be there. So this is where Joyce needs to be.
Oh, lovely from Hrgovic there. Just a little bit more speed in the shots there with that little combination.
Yeah, nice work from Hrgovic, but Joyce takes it and comes back.
Good work.
Thumping action here in this heavyweight encounter. Both of them fighting for their careers.
I want to see more right hands, okay? More right hands. Jab and the right hand over the top. Little loop, okay? Get off the center line, though.
Eto, daj se opusti, čovjek je star ko Biblija, evo te. Bam izlaz. I tu ne six skovalaš. Puna glavu na nanje, posle manje. I onda ga si. Pusti se malo, dajte se to. Ne idemo na svjetsku titulu, Mura. Čovjek je gotov. Samo ovo pazi, ovo je dobro. Obrana na mjestu. Gotov je ovo, Mura.
10 seconds, corners.
Let's see if this is the moment that caused the cut
Second
to
down.
the eye of Hrgovic.
Round 3.
Damage already done there, but just signs, Adam, that Joyce getting into this and start to push Hrgovic back.
That long training camp for Joe Joyce, who is meant to be fighting Dillian White, who's at ringside with a whole crop of these heavyweights that Frank Warren has and will light up your screens on DAZN over the coming months. At the moment, it's all eyes on Joe Obey Joyce and Filip Hrgovic. 32 victories between them, but this is a crucial one. Who's going to get it?
I would say he had a good round there in the second round, Joyce. And again, allowed to close the distance here in this round, as Hrgovic should be peppering him with that jab all the time. Should be pushing him back with the punches, even if he can't hurt him. He should be outboxing him, certainly early in the fight. The fact that he's slowed down already, Hrgovic, is a worry.
People were comparing him a few years ago maybe to a Vladimir Klitschko, but just not lived up to it, has he, Hrgovic? And he looks slower than usual, and Joe Joyce beginning to push the Croatian back.
Yeah, he's really forcing himself forward now. He's got the weight on the back foot, though. He's ready to throw the right hand, Joyce.
He knows how important this is for 39-year-old from Putney.
He looks tired, Hrgovic, already.
It's not. Even with a shorter camp, if he's had 5 weeks to get ready, he should still be in good condition. He should be. He should still be really, really fit and ready to go. Maybe not super conditioned, but fit enough to box at a higher pace than this.
Right hand from Hrgovic, and a left to the body as well. Just bounces off the chin of Joe Joyce.
He has to be on the front foot, Hrgovic. He's just not the same fighter when he's forced back.
That left eye is giving him real problems, Darren. He can't see out of all of it. That jab's non-existent of Hrgovic, and Joyce could pounce, but he's got to be careful of the right hand swings like that.
A good body shot there from Hrgovic, lovely shot. Oh, good response there from Joyce with the left hook.
Walking through walls here, Joe Joyce, as we've seen him done in the past. This 10-rounder, not even 3 deep, and Hrgovic already looks tired. And a right hand smack into the eye has got to be problematic.
Yeah, that looks really damaged now. As you say, causing him problems. That stabbing jab to the body, such an underrated shot we see a moment ago, and that really set that right hand up for Hrgovic. Oh, there's the shot.
Shaking the head there from Joyce.
What a chin Joe Joyce is showing yet again. Left hook from Hrgovic with his back to the ropes. Well, how much do the pair need this, and how much do they want it? And who wants this one more? Wow, it's Eubank against Ben. Their rivalry settled April the 26th. Just one of the brilliant fights in the UK coming up. May the 10th, an absolute firecracker. Anthony Gakache and Lee Wood locking horns. It's the Inquest with Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen, the rematch from their controversial encounter. And on May 24th, Queensberry will make a long-awaited return to Scotland. The OVO Hydro in Glasgow, former undisputed light welterweight champion Josh Taylor taking his bout at welterweight against Echo Esserman. And Frank Warren being back there, the days of Scott Harris and Alex Arthur and others. Be a fantastic night north of the border. Manchester are enjoying this one. It's a little bit slow and ponderous, the punching, but you can't take your eyes off it.
That round was good. It was a good round to watch, though, wasn't it? Both landing with big, heavy shots, both taking shots really well. And in this division, that's what everyone wants to see at home. The big, heavy shots landing, and who can resist and who can come with the most.
And an all-action fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's all to play for here. How much does Hrgovic have left in the tank? You feel, out of the two of them, the fresh out, albeit 39, is Joe Joyce.
They both turned over in 2017. Joyce seems to have been busier, though, in bigger fights. Left hand from Hrgovic. Joyce eked out a split decision when they fought before as amateurs.
See, when he lets his hands go, Hrgovic, he's got a lovely smooth rhythm to his work. And you see, you don't have to load up when you're like that, and it shouldn't be that taxing to let those punches go.
Watched a few of the interviews as well to the build-up of this fight, and there was just a couple of things that Hrgovic was saying, you know, that he would have liked a longer camp. Joyce, was he making excuses already?
And Darren Joyce put a body shot just in there, and I think Hrgovic will be tested on that stamina.
Good shot.
Yet another right from Hrgovic, and a combination. There's the fast hands, but can he sustain it, Barry?
Maybe not, but I mean, lovely. It was a lovely, clever move. Nice uppercut to start off the combination. And again, didn't load up. And without that loading up, he got the acceleration and pace of his work. And then he hasn't got to do much just to slow Joyce down either. Joyce is coming forward, but not having the success he had in the last round, because all Hrgovic is doing is just throwing the odd jab now and again.
There's the right hand of Hrgovic, and the left hook works well. There's the combinations that made him so dangerous when he turned over and eased his way through preliminary opposition. Filip Hrgovic, can he wind back the clock here?
Oh, that was brilliant when he puts his foot on the gas and lets the shots go. Really, really good to watch. It started with a lovely left screw shot, and he finished with the right hand. Then he went through. He went again. He went again.
And again, he hasn't got loads of speed, Hrgovic, but the rhythm in the way he throws is nice, smooth, and that's where he gets the accuracy in the shots.
Just needs to bring his feet in there, just leaning back on the shots. Joyce, that's where Hrgovic needs to just double up the shot, the attack. So unorthodox at times, Joe Joyce, the way he really leans back. He's on the back foot, just takes another right hand, though. And again,
good work from Hrgovic in this, the fourth round. And the unpredictable But tasty action continues because we don't know who's going to win. Fabulous. Hrgovic very slow back to his corner. What's it taken out of him? It was a good session. And just a sample of the events available now. Don't forget to check out our stacked upcoming schedule on the DAZN platform. Matchroom, Golden Boy, Queensberry, BKFC, all the biggest and most exciting fights streaming live on DAZN, the global home of boxing, including 2 mega fights at the start of May. And look at the ones at the end of it. I mean, it's action all the way. And we're enjoying this one as well. May the 2nd, May the 3rd. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Cinco de Mayo weekend's always been great, but look at that. This might be the best one.
Where are you going to be? Which part of the globe?
I think I've been benched. I think I'm going to be at home enjoying it.
Maybe that's the best place to enjoy it all. Live on DAZN, and we're enjoying this heavy impact. Who takes this? Filip Hrgovic or Joyce?
Well, you think it's going the way, sorry Darren, you think it was going the way Joyce likes, because Hrgovic's looking tired, they'll land him in loads of quality shots and winning a few rounds, but not really hurting Joyce yet.
Oh, finished that well, that left hook, Hrgovic. I'd love to see him go through the gears again, but has he got it in the tank? That's the question. We see it in the last round, when he went through the gears, it was really, really nice to watch, but you just question his engine.
But you know, sometimes you fight, you know, the first 2 rounds you're knackered and then you sort of work into it. He might be getting that sort of point here. But he's never been in the business to fight with Hrgovic.
Doing the right thing there, Joyce. He was leaning back in that neutral corner, Hrgovic. He just targeted the body. Then you can work back upstairs.
And using his weight as well, Joyce, the physicality, just trying to squash Hrgovic in that neutral corner. How, Carl, are you seeing it so far?
I have it 2 rounds each at this position here in the fight. Joyce is doing okay in this round. He's trying to bully Hrgovic. And just as I thought Hrgovic was getting tired, he had a very, very good last round, I thought, but very tight. Joe looking to pile on the pressure. He just needs to be careful he doesn't get hit. He's getting hit really clean at times here.
I'm seeing it exactly like Carl. How about you, Darren?
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. It's all to play for, that's for sure. But
we all got to agree with Carl now, have we? Is that what it is? Is that the new thing going forward?
One thing's for sure, he doesn't need to be stuck in this neutral corner here, Hrgovic.
It's entertaining. They may not be the 2 best heavyweights in the world, but the prize is possibly a shot at one of the big guys this year. Can Joyce find it at 39? Or will Filip Hrgovic, who in combinations and in cameos has performed well here? But do the Joyce cap know that he can't do 10 rounds at this pace?
Yeah, he's just got to keep this pressure now on the front foot, keep Hrgovic penned in here. Not having much success, a couple of chopping right hands, that's better. Needs to allow the space.
Just what Franklin was saying, wasn't it there? Just be careful he doesn't walk onto a shot. And he has.
Clubbing right hand from Hrgovic. Just looks down at ringside there, Joyce.
Love to see him throw the left hook right hand again, Hrgovic. Threw really, really well in the opening round.
Not doing much here, Hrgovic. Joyce opening up. Who's it taking more out of this at the halfway stage?
He's in that corner because he doesn't want to fucking move. He's lazy. We spoke about this, okay? I don't care if the shots in the corner are clean or not, but you've got to touch him up a little bit more and a little bit more often. All right? When you sit down in the corner and lean it back like this, do a little feint, go with the left hook and then finish with the right hand, okay? Or go with the jab cross jab, you know where he sticks his head here. Pop him up and then stab him there. And what I don't want you to do is walk in and try and throw hooks to the body. Move in behind this, then front. Jab, jab, whip, whip.
10
Okay?
seconds,
Jab, jab,
corners.
cross. Do not just walk in.
Steve Brown
Seconds
there
out.
in the corner of Joe Joyce, who
Round
was
6.
with Ismail Salas, but he looks actually slightly refreshed at the age of 39.
Yeah, he does. Look, he's needed it as well, but I'd agree with Steve Broughton there. Doesn't want to be in that neutral corner. He's there because he has to be there. You know, the energy not quite in the legs of Hrgovic. Like I say, naturally, he does want to be on the front foot. Can he just keep this pressure applied, Joe Joyce? And then it's down to Hrgovic. How will he react? What is left? Oh, good right hand.
Again, and how demoralising is that? Because most people he'd hit with that shot, even if it didn't knock him down, there'd be an effect. There'd be a reaction to it, wouldn't there? But with Joyce, it's nothing.
And that's a good point. We've seen some odd behaviour in the ring before with Filip Hrgovic going walkabout when he was lucky to get the win over Zhilai Zhang and also against Daniel Dubois. And Joyce might just think he can break his heart and just keep this pressure on.
That will be the tactic now, definitely, to break the heart and empty the tank of Hrgovic.
You see there, power shots thrown Hrgovic, many more, and landed to the head. But Joyce, a lot of people were questioning that punch resistance again, but it's holding up for Joe Joyce.
I always thought that if he can see the shot, he can brace himself and he'll be able to absorb it. Just the shots like with Zhang, with the faster hands and just the ones you don't see, that really made him crumble.
That's a good fight with Derek Chisora, wasn't it?
It really was, as you can imagine, a war. But doing as Steve Broughton said there, Joe Joyce is targeting the body with the straight shots first, then working back upstairs.
Again, not much coming from Hrgovic.
They've done well with the eye, I must say, in the Hrgovic corner.
Yeah, they patched it up well. Body shots from Joyce.
Look how trying to push Joyce back with the jab here. I know he's trying to wait for Joyce to make a mistake, catch him with a counter like a left hook there, or the right hand, use the ropes as leverage. But putting yourself against the ropes in the corner gives the impression that you're in trouble. And arguably, in the last couple of rounds, Hrgovic landed with the better shots, but Joyce has been far busier.
Yeah, that right hand there, what you need to do is take the left foot across, then throw the right hand. Really take your head off the line. That right hand is there for Joe Joyce.
And he tries it again, and he looked down at the corner and took a punch. It's bizarre, Joe Joyce. It really is his way. Body shot from Hrgovic. I mean, it was tight in the amateurs 12 years ago. It's tight again here.
But it's Joyce's sort of fight, isn't it? Whether he's winning or not, which I think he is now, but it's his sort of fight.
Oh, that was a good right hand to the body from Hrgovic.
Oscar De La Hoya, so many greats. He's patched up the eye, giving the advice. They should pay him double the money.
He's done a great job, he really has. Just like to see now, can Hrgovic do something a little bit different here? I'd like to see how Joe Joyce would react if Hrgovic just started to creep forward again.
The right hand there from Hrgovic. The problem with Hrgovic, though, not the problem, he's having success in the corner. He's landing with a clean shot.
That's the shot that he's neglected as well. The left hook, Hrgovic
Shot.
Clubbing right hand from Hrgovic. Joyce comes back. A spring to the jab. He looks really fit tonight, Joe Joyce, and he's needed to be. I mean, where do these two rank now in the heavyweight division?
Well, Hrgovic is sort of top 10 in almost every division, I think.
I'll say one thing. I don't think the big dogs would look at these and be worried at all. I don't think there's any sleepless nights whatsoever.
Big cuffing left hook from Hrgovic. Just can't quite make a dent on Joyce, who keeps marauding forward. Decent jab. I think he's been quite good tonight, Joe Joyce.
Nice jab to the body. Stiff jab. Good shot. Back comes Hrgovic with that right hand.
Both landing with left hooks there. I think Joyce's was slightly better. He's the one coming forward under the shot.
Hrgovic slinging away with the hooks, pot-shotting. Joyce continues to stick to the game plan.
I'm not a fan of it, but I'm leaning back and over to the side for Joyce. Sort of works, doesn't it? It takes the sting of that right hand.
And Hrgovic does it a bit more conventional. He leans back in a straight line, but they're both taking the sting out of the shots.
from Joyce for the first time. Just seemed to trouble Hrgovic. 29 knockouts between them. I mean, this could finish dramatically at any moment, but they've sucked up these shots.
He's landed some good shots in this round, Hrgovic. They've had no effect at all on Joyce.
That's better. That long left hook, right hand from Hrgovic. Gets right round that right guard of Joe Joyce. Then he can follow through with the right.
Do you think Hrgovic would have taken control of this if he'd had a longer camp?
Well, I think he would attempt to be on the front foot a lot more, in my opinion.
I don't think he trains hard enough. Good shot.
Sweat flying, meaty shots. Plenty of action in this heavyweight main event. Joyce and Hrgovic. Hrgovic having a bucket of water almost thrown over him.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
This is the time sometimes where he can question himself, Filip Hrgovic.
Where's the water?
Does look like he's feeling a little sorry for himself there. Lent on the ropes, that wasn't a good sign.
Hold it. Vai, vamos ele, carga, ubio se essa vai. Essa vai se ubio. Okay, tá me falando aí, você vai todo
Yeah, that's where they're exchanging their left hooks. But shots just bouncing off the chins of both now.
Second down. Round eight.
The heavyweight slugfest continues. The white and black of Joe Joyce, the 39-year-old from London, and from Zagreb in Croatia, Filip Hrgovic. Trains in the States, been out the ring for quite a while since that defeat to Daniel Dubois. And it was here that he fell apart, and it wasn't good, that body language in the corner.
It wasn't. I think a change of pace, a change of tempo for Joyce now. And it could be really worrying signs for Filip Hrgovic.
Let's get over to Carl. How are you seeing it now?
I have Joyce one round up at this stage, but any of the last 3 rounds I think could have been scored to either man. Joyce being aggressive and on the front foot, but Filip Hrgovic landing the better shots at times. I do agree with you, Adam. I think he's feeling a bit sorry for himself, Hrgovic. And I think the advice from the corner and Steve Broughton is good. You don't have to look for anything perfect. Just keep throwing the hands out, keep throwing them out. And Hrgovic, like you said earlier on, is feeling very, very sorry for himself at times. But Joe just needs to keep applying this pressure.
A few people, sorry Dan, were telling me earlier tonight, I was speaking to them, think Joe Joyce by late knockout, just because of the fitness and the time of camp that he's had.
Yeah, you wouldn't rule that out, would you, right now?
I think David Hay predicted that, actually, on a video I saw earlier. Joyce around about now, 8 or 9.
Great.
But the problem is, even though Joyce is pushing the pace, and he is, and he's the busier fighter, still, as Carl was saying, the quality work is coming from Hrgovic, mainly. So, you know, he's up against the ropes in the corner, but he is down there with clear punches.
Blamed problems for the Dubois last injury and difficulties outside of the ring. Filip Hrgovic, a right hand clubbing from Joe Joyce. I think he felt that Hrgovic was just hurt there, and Joe Joyce being rallied by the crowd here in Manchester, getting behind the brick, still popular, still fighting for his future.
Yeah, he's got to find something here, Hrgovic. Starting to unravel a little bit. Can he let something go, though, of any note? What's he got left? Yeah, that's good. He needs to go again. Needs to bring those feet in, Hrgovic. Nice little left screw shot as well for the Croat.
But he's landed with the shots, and again, you say the same thing, having no effect. And that got to, like, for a guy who's used to having something, a reaction to his shots, demoralising.
Big left hand from Hrgovic, and again it's class at times. And Joe Joyce is just eating these up. And Hrgovic suddenly thinks he's got Joyce going, but the bell comes at just the right time for the Brit. Hrgovic found some success. Will that G him up in the corner?
It's exactly what he needed, Adam Hrgovic. He really, really needed something big.
You sure? Is your head clear?
Yeah.
Let it down. Right? There's a couple of little beautiful bits there where you put it on it. But you got close. You've got to stop overthinking it.
Yes.
Alright? The only thing I do need you to do is when you move in, do it off the jab, but then don't overthink the combinations. Yeah, you throw the Mexico, come back left foot.
Some thumping shots there from Hrgovic. There's a lovely left hook here as well. Just with the fingers. I'm not sure even if it was with the knuckles it would have had any effect on
10
Joe
seconds,
Joyce, but
corners.
landing with the shots Hrgovic, but Joyce just swallowing them up and continuing to pile forward
Seconds
with
out.
pressure.
Round 9.
Guys, I'm not sure we've seen future world champions tonight, but some debut for Queensberry on DAZN. Action all the way.
It's been a brilliant card, hasn't it? Really, really entertaining fights throughout. And this one's followed suit.
Hrgovic looking at Abel Sanchez in the corner. What can he find in these last 6 minutes? Joyce with a body shot. And again.
Oh, nice little shot left hook there at the end of that combination from Hrgovic.
Not round the back of the head, says referee Howard Foster. You can see there, Hrgovic landing the headshots in round 8. There's still that quality if you can put it all together.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Good end to the round. He won that last round, and it was a round that he needed to win. He's lost the last couple. This is good work. He's almost, as you say, found a second wind.
Yeah, the knees just buckled there of Joe Joyce. Hrgovic had the bucket of water thrown on him. Read the right attack to bit by Abel Sanchez, and look at him now.
Lovely left hook.
Well, this is turning into really entertaining stuff.
You talk about when you can see the finishing line, it does give you a bit of a jeer, doesn't it? You know, 2 more rounds to go, you can see the end of the tunnel.
I mean, it's not high-class pugilistic skills, but I tell you what, we're getting a fight, aren't we?
But I tell you what, some of the work from Hrgovic has been quality. It really has. You know, Joyce has been his typical self, just teeth tough coming forward, absorbing everything.
Another right hand. Barry, how many has Hrgovic thrown? And Joyce has sucked them up. But the effect of these, time after time.
It's really clean work from Hrgovic. Just sort of loosened up a lot with the shots. That obviously comes with fatigue. But that right hand, he landed another one. Just finished the combination with the left hook as well.
And back comes Joe Joyce, though.
Oh, a good shot again there from Joyce. I was going to say Joyce landed with a good left hook as well in that little flurry.
Damaged by the right eye of Filip Hrgovic. A brutal battle. Another one for Joe Joyce, and Hrgovic desperate for success. He's hurt Joyce here just in front of us. 40 seconds left in the ninth, and Joyce now looks tired, and this is seesawed around. Who is up on the cards, or will it go the distance? No! From Hrgovic, this is where Joyce went down against Chisora, and Filip Hrgovic is putting good punches together.
He must be thinking, what am I going to do to stop this guy? I'm just detonating bombs all over him.
And still, Joyce marauds forward. Hrgovic is round again, and it's got to be very close.
Yeah, there's an argument there. Hrgovic might be up. I think the quality of his work, even though Joyce has been a busier, the quality of some of the work from Hrgovic has been fantastic. That round there, he didn't miss him with a shot, but no effect.
Deep breath.
Yeah, do you know what? He's done well. There was a couple of rounds ago where you thought Joe Joyce really getting hold of this contest and making it his, and he's fired back Hrgovic with a couple of really good rounds. The cleaner shots, as you say, Barry, coming from Hrgovic. He's just loosened up a little bit. That was a nice left hook from Joe Joyce, but he's also looking tired himself.
Get back out and do it again. Don't give him time, okay? Do not give him time. That's all he's got. He's waiting, waiting, and then he goes. All right?
Well, this is a crucial last 3 minutes. Carl, have you got it now?
Scorecard, I have Hrgovic up by a round. This is a big round for Joe Joyce, and my scorecard, he has to win it anyway. I'm really surprised that Hrgovic has been allowed to get back into this fight. He looked extremely tired at a point, but he's kind of got the second win. The thing Barry touched on. Once you can see the final bell is close, you kind of get back up for it.
So, a round up, Hrgovic on Carl's unofficial card. 3 judges at ringside. Will it go the full 10? It's been a really good watch, this, and it's still in the melting pot. Who gets it, you think? Oh.
It's a big final round, this. But he's right. What he said about Hrgovic, he shouldn't have been allowed back in this contest.
The problem is with Joyce, he doesn't have that speed, does he, to really to put added pressure on you. That's just the way he fights, and you can't have everything. You've got what you've got, and he works to the best of his ability. But I mean, he hasn't got that speed to really force the pace. He can just walk you down, but it's the same tempo every time.
I think we've got to give Filip Hrgovic real credit. He looked down and out, and now he has seen the finishing line inside, and he knows what this means for his career at the age of 32, coming off the defeat to Daniel Dubois, who's watching at ringside. I wonder what they're thinking over the other side of the ring, all the heavyweights.
I think they'd be eager to get in with either of these two, if I'm honest with you.
He landed the right hand there, Joyce, and that was his opportunity to just keep letting his punches go, and he didn't. He just leaned on Hrgovic.
Joyce almost tumbles there, just loses balance. He's put a lot into this, so too has Hrgovic. Really classy in bursts. Has he done enough here? The man from Zagreb.
Nice left hook as well as he went to come back in there, Joyce, from Hrgovic.
Both men tired inside the last minute of the 10th round and what's been a heavyweight slugfest. Remember the cut to Hrgovic so early on, and that hasn't been a problem. He's got through that. He's had a second win. Joe Joyce coming on strong here now in the last 35 seconds. He needs a big finish, Joe Joyce, and Hrgovic finds a right hand. Oh, another one.
Lovely shot. He just got to punch long now, Hrgovic, and continue. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Joe Joyce had the middle rounds, and maybe he had the fight at his mercy, but Hrgovic has come back, and has he regained something in his career? Both men are going to hear the final bell. Well, it was teeth tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Steve Gray scores it 97-93. Judge John Latham scores it 96-95. And Judge Ron Kearney scores it 98-92. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBO International Heavyweight Champion, Filip El Animal Hrgovic.
Filip Hrgovic gets the big win to revive his career on all 3 cards. One was very wide, Barry, very wide.
It was wide, but I can understand why, because, you know, if everyone, it could be close, but only one winner. But for me, no, I think the quality of his work, he deserved the win for Hrgovic.
Few moves going around. Joe Joyce waving. Could this be the last we see of him in a ring after that defeat? Well, Hrgovic celebrates. They both put everything into it.
Yeah, they really did. And look, in patches, he didn't look bad there, Joyce, at all. But look, fair play to Hrgovic. He looked spent in those middle rounds, but he come back, and the cleaner work certainly come from him.
Won it in those last few rounds. Over to Eddie with a delighted Filip.
I can see by the way your team are reaction, this was a very, very big and important win for you.
Man, I came indeed to this fight on the short notice, a few weeks away. I wasn't quite ready, but thanks to God, Jesus Christ, all glory to Him. He gave me strength. He gave me this comeback. I wouldn't succeed without Him. all glory to one and only God, Jesus Christ. And thanks to Joe for this opportunity. He took strong fight on a short notice. And thanks to him, thanks to my team, Abel Sanchez, Kit Connolly, Yusuf Hassan, Igor Chordash, to Queensberry Promotion, to the Zone. And I'm really happy to be back and looking forward to big fights in the future.
You landed some really, really big right hands. Normally those right hands put opponents down. Were you surprised that he was able to take your big shots?
Yeah, man, this guy is like a steel. I couldn't believe he took all these shots. He's really, really tough guy. He's a beast, you know. He's a beast. He's very strong. And thanks one more time, thanks to him and to his team to give me this opportunity.
You've added this great man here, Abel Sanchez, to your team now. You've been in Big Bear. It's a difficult camp in Big Bear. What has Abel been able to bring to this Filip Hrgovic?
Abel is a great man. From the first time I saw him, we feel connection, and we had great time together. And he's a great man. He's a great coach. And in his Hall of Fame career, he still didn't have heavyweight champion. So I want to fulfill this dream for him and to myself.
We hadn't seen you for a long time since the Daniel Dubois defeat. It was a tough defeat for you to take. I know your first defeat as a professional. You get the big win here. You're now back, Filip Hrgovic, right? You're back in the mix now. You're back for all the big fights. What do you want next, Filip?
Look, this guy beat Dubois, and I beat him. So I want a rematch with Daniel Dubois. I did very bad in my last fight, and congratulations to him. He did an amazing job last year, and of course I would like to have rematch one day.
There are so many big fights out there for you. Hopefully we see you again this year. Stay busy. Congratulations on a magnificent win. Well done, Filip. Well done.
Thank you.
Ako ne znaš šta je bilo.
A singer as well, Joe. You can hear the reaction from the crowd, Joe. The crowd still love you, Joe.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you all for coming out and all that support me and that, and thanks to Hrgovic for coming out. He's did really well. Got the so it's 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Sorry, 1-1. So same thing. Yeah, can I do it? Thanks for Abel was a great coach and that, and yeah, thank you for Queensberry and the Zone as well for putting the event on, and Queensberry. And I'd like to obviously of course thank God. It wasn't my time this time, but could do it again.
Joe, I'm going to have to ask you the tough question, Joe. It's 4 defeats in your last 5. You take on all the tough challenges. We know you've been doing that since you turned pro. Are you still wanting to continue? Do you still feel that there's a lot more that you can offer the fight game?
Yeah, I mean, are you not entertained? Like, it was a good fight, and you know, it's tough, and he's a great fighter. He's been doing it a long time.
Joe, congratulations. If we do see you again, I'm always entertained by your fights, and I know the next one will be very entertaining as well.
Frank, maybe not the interviews, but hey.
Frank's on a quick word, Frank. As we wrap what's been a magnificent night, the first one on the Zone and in the Co-op Live. Just a quick word on Joe Joyce. It is 4 defeats in his last 5. Again, he always takes the tough challenges. What next for him, Joe?
He does. I mean, listen, he's got to go and have a real serious think about the future, which is what he will do. And no rush to do that. And then, obviously, we'll all have a chat and see where we go from there. I've got to be honest, I thought it was a very close fight. I thought, what was that judge got it, 98?
I think one of them was wide. I think one of them was 98 to 92, which is a bit wide.
I didn't get that at all. I thought it was a very, very close fight. I'm not complaining about the decision. I'm just saying I thought it was a much closer fight. But, you know, look, he's been a great servant, hasn't he, for British boxing. He's never in a boring fight. He's tough as old boots. Done us proud in the Olympic Games, silver medalist, should have had the gold. You know, let it go now and, as I say, let him think about it. But it's been a brilliant show. This heavyweight division is so lively, and it's never over for anybody. You know, he's come back again. Now he's back in the mix.
Yeah, that's how it is, right? Again, he can look to ringside. Daniel Dubois, who many people wrote off now as the IBF heavyweight champion. Filip Hrgovic, a big name, a top 10 heavyweight. I'm sure there's going to be big fights for him in the coming months.
Yeah, of course there are. I mean, you know, there's which we'll be announcing. We've got a lot of stuff. I mean, we've got a great fight we've announced at Ipswich. That's going to be a barn burner, that fight. There's no doubt about that one. And we've got some more that we're announcing in the next few weeks. So it's real good times for the subscribers on DAZN. All you're paying is one subscription, and you get 30% off at the moment, don't you? So it's brilliant.
I love it. Always the salesman, always the company man. Frank, fantastic night of boxing. It has been a good night of boxing as well. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us because we've got Beyond the Bell next.